Hello, I'm Doug, and Trilety is filming me, and I'm going to give her a tour of the haunted house. I've got my scary clothes on. Ooh.
Yes, you do.
So here we are at the beginning, Trilety.
Can you give us a quick backstory on the haunted house?
Backstory on the haunted house. The backstory of the haunted house is, for the first couple years it was called Thriller, then we changed it to Sunday, Bloody Sunday, when we moved to Sunday night instead of Halloween, and it's supposed to be like a heavy metal haunted house, which I came up with the idea of a heavy metal haunted house throughout the process of making it. And so if I had planned ahead, I had already called it Thriller, it already had a Facebook page and everything like that. I wouldn't have called it Thriller because that's not heavy metal at all.
That's true.
Yeah, I would have called it Ride the Lightning because I think that's balls.
It is super balls.
It's set in the 80s, so it's the 80s heavy metal thing. So I had to work with why would these heavy metal kids call it Thriller? And so I put into the backstory that their church, which they're doing it for their youth group, they made them call it Thriller because they wanted to have some crazy name that they were like, that's too much for a church. So
yeah, so you have the whole backstory about it being heavy metal kids in the 80s in a church group making the haunted house.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay,
it's
perfect.
It's a little bit elaborate.
Cool. So this is the end of we did 3 years, and you're showing what it looked like that final year with a few improvements.
With improvements that I would have done for this year or last year without the pandemic.
Cool.
So, yeah.
All right, let's get us started.
Okay, well this is the entryway, which is just the way into the basement. And Megan painted this, "Welcome my children." And this is, I found a cool picture of an old Omaha haunted house called the Stone Castle of Terror in 1989. And it had the beginning, or one of the rooms from it that was in the paper, looked like this. It had this scary door with chains, and it said, "Welcome my children," and there was a really scary monster in the picture. And so I'm trying to do my version here. There was a scary monster right here that's not here anymore.
Now it's recycling.
It's now recycling. You have a disco
and the sparkle
ball. Sparkle balls up there, because this room for the first couple of years was actually kind of like a Carrie prom scene. There was like a punch bowl and a bloody bucket and stuff. And I tried to rig up the bucket falling from the door on the people's way out, but I could never get that to work right. So, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so that's the first room.
So this is how we'd enter.
Yeah, we come down here.
We've got the grip tape Van Halen stairs going for safety.
Yeah.
And then do you want to tell them about this?
This is a piece from Mystery Manor, like a piece of wall art that my friend Josh got me. And you can see, like, look at how chopped up it is. There's blood on it. Like someone whacked the hell out of it with some kind of an implement. And so that's going to be my album cover.
Nice.
For my Mystery Manor album. Here's the Bloody Carrie bucket. Hanging here. This is vintage wallpaper that I ordered off the internet from the 80s. And if you come down here, you can show beneath the stairs. There's the sound system, big boombox. And we would play heavy metal on that.
Metallica specifically.
Yeah, we had Metallica the first year, For Whom the Bell Tolls. And the second year was 1985. And I kind of broke the rules because this probably never would have existed, but I found on the internet like a heavy metal version of The Power of Love by Huey Lewis, and so we had that.
Nice, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because we had the gigantic amplifier outside that Wayne made, and so it kind of went with that. And then I think we had Metallica the next year in '86.
Yep.
Master of Puppets came out. So here's the beginning. They would come down here, and guide would show them this way. Here's the original sign for Thriller that I had hanging above the door the first year. Come through here.
Ooh, spooky fabric.
There's supplies and pop on the floor.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the haunt. That's what a home haunt. A home haunt is also storage for your girlfriend and your sodas.
This was the first room. You can see that it's still painted on the walls and stuff like that. There's a moon painted.
It didn't have all this stuff in it.
But now it's got crap in it because we need to store some stuff.
So the first year we had a tent in here.
Yeah.
There was a Jason character. We had our friend Danny who played Jason and would come up with a machete.
Yeah.
And then the second year,
he would kind of hide back here and they'd come along and he'd go, "Wah!" and whack the door.
And then he'd follow him.
Yeah, then he'd follow him through. Can you try to see if you can catch these things in the wall. All these scrape marks are from him.
Oh, yeah.
Machete, if you can see them.
And then the next 2 years were Jim?
Yeah, Jim was there the next 2 years. Various different
And he
things.
played like a Grim Reaper and did the same thing, but with a pitchfork.
Yeah, he had a big pitchfork, and he comes and goes, oh!
Yep, and
like
it was
that.
smoky.
Yeah, there was smoke and stuff.
But so that's why there's the full moon behind there.
That was for the,
Yeah, it's for the
camp
Jason.
scene. Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, now it's good storage.
Oh. There's the first turn.
And this right here, Doug, is Scream. You gonna tell the
This is a
background?
painting that Megan made. Yeah, the story is that the ridiculous haunted house name that the heavy metal kids wanted to have was based on they have a favorite band. Their favorite metal band is Scream Engine and the Carnage Caboose. And so they wanted to call the haunted house Scream Engine's Haunted Carnage Caboose. I'm not sure if that's what I said on the other video. I think I might have said it wrong. But anyway, that's why this says Scream Engines, and then later on back here it said Carnage Caboose, but that's gone now. So that's why we have the Scream
Is that
Engine.
how it usually is with home haunts, that there's evolution? Or in all haunts, there's evolution? All right.
This is the Skull Skates logo, if anyone is a skateboarder. I showed her the Skull Skates logo. Could you put that there? She's like, yeah.
And then here, while it's dark, there's actually an effect of strings hanging down.
Yes.
So you would normally walk through this and it would be pitch black.
Yeah, it's not very pitch right now because I got these lights on. My hat's getting caught on strings.
Okay, you're freaking me out, motherfucker.
Well, see, the string caught all the spiders on my hat and pulled it off.
But they can't see this though.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's pure black.
Oh, is
So
it?
it's only us that
You
can...
stay here, and I'm gonna do the spider effect.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. We douse this light here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Spider! Spider!
That is pretty
This is
terrifying.
the spider
actually.
room.
Oh my god.
There's a spider that drops down. I could pull him up and
That's great.
yeah.
And then there would have been someone back here. Your video's doing a really weird thing with the strobe effect.
Yeah, the strobe thing.
Yeah.
Here, I'll turn that off and
Yeah,
we'll just...
I feel like it's gonna... I'm probably not doing a great job of videoing at this point.
Here we
All
are.
right.
Hi. Anyway, yeah, this is the spider room. We can get behind the scenes. Yeah. Yeah. So
Great.
the actor would have been like where I was there, and turn the strobe light on and drop the spider. The spider is not a retro spider. He's a Mangelson spider, you know. But I painted him with actual paint to try to make him look like he was homemade, which kind of made him look all wet. Doesn't he look kind of like slimy?
Mm-hmm.
Not fuzzy. He doesn't look fuzzy anymore. So, I don't know. Thank you, Dawn Van Sloan, for the spider. I got that from her
Nice.
her sale. I got a couple spiders and a whole bunch of smoke machines and stuff. So anyway, through here, we have the glow hallway.
Which you're blocking with your silhouette.
Yeah, no, I
There
knew
we
it'd
go.
be a mess.
No, it's great.
Yeah. Stickers and glowing, that's mostly, I did that so people could see the ductwork and it wouldn't hit their head. It's low. It's low
You have
right
to be
here.
safe in a haunt.
Yeah, so if you can see where the ceiling is, that is important.
Cautionary tales.
Yeah. Here, you come around here and I'm going to show you the skateboard slam.
So the first year, there was a chainsaw, right? Or a concrete
Yeah,
cutter?
a circular saw. Which
Circular
is still,
saw.
It's still in here, actually. I could plug it in and make it rev up.
But it went against a mattress.
Some
all right.
springs, yeah.
Yeah.
So when people come in here, the actor would be not dressed like me. They'd be in black and hopefully not very visible, and holding the skateboard so you can't see them, and then do this.
Oh god, that is kind of scary.
Fell out.
Perfect. Yeah, we
Hi.
can totally see you. All right, meet me in the chicken exit.
Yes.
This is because we had people who needed out.
Nobody ever bailed out here, though. No one ever actually used the chicken exit.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
because Tom Becca bailed out way back there, like where the spiders were.
Oh, right.
When he bailed out. Yeah, this is the chicken coop. We got our funny chickens and an actual heating light.
Oh, Lord, it's hot.
Yeah, I know, it sucks. It's like 100 degrees out, and we're underneath this light. But
Okay.
Yeah, bloody
Anything
eggs.
else about this?
This is Jim's pitchfork that he used to leave the room.
Lovely.
Yeah. This right there. This is. See, this goes right back to the beginning. You can tell that's how we started right there, and the
Yeah,
stairs
right by
are
the
back
fabric.
there. So, see, I'm thinking you're smart.
Yeah. I'm giving wimps a way out.
Yes. So if you wanted to continue, you would go through here to the boo box, which I never really figured out what to do with here.
This is enough if you're
But
not
it's pretty
used
cool.
to it.
Yeah, first you see yourself.
Oh, now
back
I'm
there.
in it.
And yeah,
I forgot there's a mirror there.
you can be in it. We've got a raincoat guy. He's like this little Peony Park used to have a little skeleton in a raincoat outside their haunted house. He wasn't covered in blood though, but this is kind of an homage to that.
And this guy for the first year was riding a bicycle on top of the shed outside. Yeah, so
like
it was,
this guy was this little guy at Peony Park was on a tricycle.
yeah, it looked really great. It was super spook.
Oh, look at this over here. Ooh.
Sorry, I got a
This
little
is hard
jiggly.
to film probably because there's all this shit. But look, here's the metal guitar.
Oh yeah, so all Doug's friends participated. Some making props. Wayne and Jim were the prop makers. Wayne's were huge. That's a nice. That's the heavy metal guitar that Jim made.
Yeah, it went with Back to the Future giant amp. People could pose in front of it. Come in here.
That was nice when people were waiting. They had an opportunity to do something while they waited.
Oh, see, there it is.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see it better there.
That's way better.
Metal.
And then what used to happen,
Last year we had Bono because we turned to Sunday Bloody Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's him down there on the ground, this little devil costume.
but it used to be that people would come through here and there'd be a head that would
Oh yes, here I'll go poke my head out.
give them the full experience. If they're going to watch a 25-minute video.
You and me are gonna watch 25 minutes.
Okay. And so people
I'm
would
not a good actor.
they would pop their head out. Usually it was Wayne or Lori.
Oh,
Wayne was
I
great
also have
at
no
it.
muscles. Ah.
And then they do that, and then you let it drop.
Yeah, come on through the giant guillotine and heads off.
It's really good that you just design it.
I know I'm a terrible
See, it's loud.
actor. Terrible, yeah.
And
yeah,
then-
Bank's pretty good.
And then you go through the tunnel.
This probably doesn't even have another season in it. Okay, good. Yes, and so anyway, the tunnel. This is I did think this was a win on my artistic front to disguise the tunnel as a big guillotine like this. You know? Just like a giant, oversized head hole, which I think is pretty neat to climb into it. Let me come back around and then we'll go through.
Are we going through it?
Hell yeah!
Have you checked it?
Yeah, I walked through it.
Oh, okay. You want me to go behind you? Because I have the dress on.
Yeah. You can follow me.
There you go. Yeah, now we get to see the whole.
Yeah, there's no cat view.
Oh, it's actually really long. I forgot how long it is because I'm usually rushing through it like a crazy person.
Yeah, it's kind of long and it turns.
Oh, sorry, the video gets real shaky there.
Yeah, it was terrible, the one that I made. So here, this used to be the Children of the Corn room. Here's the Children of the Corn prop. Rattle can. Oh, it's done now.
Finally. It's been 4 years.
Pandemic. All right. So anyway, this was like, you know, the crucified policeman prop, only it was obviously tweaked by heavy metal kids. That's why it's got like the Van Halen print on the skull and stuff. But I kind of redesigned it for this year. I got these wall panels from Mystery Manor. These are actually from their black. It was originally black and white checkered room from the 80s. I remember that room.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Just the one time I went as a kid.
And then they changed it to this UV, orange and green at some point. And so got these and put them up and made the room that way. And then I kind of redesigned him to fit with it.
And so people would come out of here.
Yes.
And they'd come in here.
Come in here. And let me go behind the scenes and see if I can make the room work.
Okay.
Okay. It's a two-part room now. First thing is that he can fall over. Ah!
That is pretty scary when you're closer to it.
Yeah, it scared the hell out of some girls. I was surprised.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying.
And the thing that, let's see if this will work. Find the right thing. This is what we have for this year, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to need that.
Oh God, that's really loud.
Yeah, did you feel the wind? Or it didn't look like it did shit.
It didn't do too much. It probably is too thick.
Yeah.
You probably need it more
I
fringy.
expected this to be like, whoa!
No, it needs to be more fringy.
See, this year was a failure anyway.
No. You had 3 successful years.
Yes. So it's good to know though that thing because like the light was leaching through.
Yeah,
if you-
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, and like so, like my black spider scare wasn't
Yeah.
gonna work either. So it's kind
Well,
of good.
you're usually balls to the wall from like April to October. So
Of course, I would have discovered it way earlier than now
Yeah.
and fixed it. Anyway, so there's that. See, there's me. Anyway, I said that again and again and again in my other video. Anyway, moving on. Come on through here. There's Elvira in her coffin. And this is the radioactive Chernobyl hallway. It started out just the big Soviet flag because the heavy metal kids, they want to piss off their parents in the church or whatever they want, so they're really into Russia because nobody liked that. And so they painted the whole wall that. And we made it green in 1986 because Chernobyl happened, and so it's radioactive.
you're very historically accurate.
Yes, I know.
And then this painting, do you
This
want to point
painting's
out?
really great. Megan painted this. One of the first things we did is I found this painting out back at the dumpster by the apartments and took it in. I didn't know what I was going to do with it.
Well, what was it originally?
It's some kind of a landscape. It goes the other way.
Oh, okay.
It's a side. It's got like a. Can't tell. I can't see it at all anymore. But it's got like a bridge on it and water.
Oh, nice.
And I'm like, can you make a really scary ET?
Yeah, Megan's amazing.
She painted this for it, and yep, that's
Especially
gonna go
since this
upstairs.
is not her genre of what she likes to paint. That's
No,
pretty rad.
No, it is not.
All right. Are your strobe lights not on?
Yeah, they're on. They just it's not as
I haven't
extreme as the
come
other
around
strobe
yet.
light. Here's the black and white room. This year I was putting some strips down so there's a 3D effect of all the black and white. You have to kind of walk through it. Can you see me?
Yeah,
All right.
I can see you. It's just a little hard. My shoe came untied. The most dangerous thing that can happen in a haunted house, besides that clown that molested me.
Yes.
Do you remember that? Where was that?
There's the bloody Cabbage Patch Kid.
Yeah, that's
Impaled
terrifying.
on the hook.
So Frankie used to stand in here and
Yes.
toss that at
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, it would swing back and forth. It would swing right up like it was going to, as you come around the corner, it would kind of come right at you like you think you're going to get hit, hopefully. It was just long enough. So this is where I was going to have Jim work. And I was
Okay.
going to have him hiding in this corner and kind of scare them as they come around the corner.
Nice.
Put some black fabric so that he was kind of hidden behind there.
Yeah.
And then as they came around here, I was going to have him, and he'd be wearing his black cloak with like white stripes on it. We could do it duct tape. So he matches the room.
Nice.
And he would just kind of move real quickly through
Oh,
this.
creepy.
Like on the side of your eye. Yeah, he'd move through the room.
That'd be super creepy.
And then he'd be waiting behind this wall right here. And to scare it, when they finally come through, he'd scare like right here.
Like how?
Like as you come through, he'd be
Okay.
like, right here. Ha! Yeah. It would have been pretty cool. If you look over here, down here, there's the monster that for the first room, the Welcome My Children.
I remember.
That was the monster that was in that room. His arm fell off.
Sad.
Here is another room that all haunts have to have. It's in the 80s. It's the fake stone. Doesn't look at all stone. It's not even like someone told me on Facebook. You got to get some foam. Cut some foam. And I'm like, no, that's not how they did it back then. It wasn't that good. And I sent some pictures of some really bad ones. Like, yeah, that looks terrible. I'm like, yeah, it's great.
People didn't know your artistic intention and aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean, people did foam, but only like Walt Disney and good people. The churches and the JCs didn't really do that. All right, here's probably my masterpiece as far as design.
This is some. Yeah, this is
Neon-
some OCD.
Neon Lasertron Vortex. This is UV reactive. Oh wow! Look at my second hand on my watch.
Oh.
That thing really glows.
Wouldn't that be funny if it wasn't moving because time stopped in the haunt?
Oh God. Surprising. Because it looks kind of green, but it's just normal yellow in normal light.
What up, Distracto?
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, yeah, this is fishing line. I guess that's what some fishermen want to be able to see the line and use UV light. And so this is a shit ton of fishing line.
Yeah, it's so well made.
It goes into all these little islands. I spent, a couple of months stringing all this stuff, and nobody heard it. No one cut it down.
We were all a little worried about that. Your friends and volunteers.
I thought I might, last one season.
Yeah.
And maybe an hour. And no, that's how good the people that came through this haunted house were.
They were really respectful and appreciative.
Yeah,
like there was a lot of
great
gratitude and honor, I think.
I think so. Then the final hallway here. We're back to where we started almost.
It's hard to tell because you've got this.
Yeah, it's a mess here. This is where a lot of stuff's stored. This is the wall here is kind of cool. It says "Ride the Frightening" because that's funny, right?
It's super good.
And the wall behind you, with all this dazzling tinsel and stuff on it, what that actually is a big set of shelves, and it has leaf blowers on it too. And
that was pretty rad because when
gets
people would come out, they think it's the end.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, there's
tunnel.
and it sounds like it did in the other room. And it was just...
And it actually works.
It does because it's fringy.
These move out of the way.
Yeah.
We have these big strobe lights.
And then
this, go on at the same time.
But this was a wall.
Yeah,
and then you'd have...
this was a solid wall. Well, it had a little opening in it here where Aaron was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very clearly an opening with like little flaps on it. And because it was supposed to kind of like, okay, something's going to happen right here. It
was a distraction,
kind
right?
of a distraction.
Or what did they call that?
Yeah, that was distraction.
Yeah.
Distracted scare. Where he does pop out, but the real scare is right up your butt. All this wind happening. But I got rid of the wall because for this year I was still going to hang all the silver tinsel. I might have to do it twice as thick, but so it still appeared to be a wall. But then we would have as many actors as once they're done on the first half of the haunt, they would all come around here and they'd be waiting behind the wall. And so when it activated, there'd be like a line of 4 people here to scare them.
Oh, brilliant.
Like a whole bunch of people on the wall just disintegrates, basically.
Awesome.
Would have been really cool. This is the laundry area. This is the one part of the basement that was not haunted.
Well, you did keep it functional for all those years.
Yeah, you got to do laundry. That's about it.
I think you wanted to show the kitten or something.
Yeah.
That was the last thing.
The kitty. I forgot to put this in my other video. On the way out, we got the kitty saying Happy Halloween. He's got flashy eyes.
Nice.
Yeah. So, thanks to everyone who came through the haunt. Thanks to Haunt Mom.
Oh yeah, I'm the haunt mom.
She's the haunt mom. She kept everything going. Here's some of our
I just kept
flyers.
people fed. Here's the flyer from the... Yeah. Which one's the first year?
This is the first year. Thriller. Retro Haunted
Doug
House.
did all the artwork and everything.
Well, this was John Hanson drew this.
Oh, then I'm totally wrong.
Yeah.
Doug didn't do shit.
I asked my good skateboard friend from the 80s who would draw this stuff constantly. I'm like, can you draw something like you used to draw all the time in the 80s? And he's like, yeah. So he drew this. I go, just draw the most Hessian thing that you can do.
Isn't that haunt mom of me, though, to give you credit for someone else's work?
It is. So he said, thank you. But in case John watches this, I made this poor thing.
This one's great. Mm-hmm. And then this one for Sunday Bloody Sunday.
And I made that one, too.
Yeah.
Someone at work actually turned that around because of the blood.
Yeah, apparently.
It doesn't look anything. I mean, it looks like it could be red pudding. I didn't think it was a big deal.
Or it just looks like cheerleader fluff.
Yeah, pom-pom.
Yeah, that's what it's called, not cheerleader fluff.
Cheerleader.
All right.
Now you're kind of fluffy?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Yay, thanks, Doug.
Right. Oh, look at that. There's Andy.
Nice.
She was there before the haunt, so I left her there.
End it with this light off so that they've got a good sense of the disco ball, and that's the way to end a video, I guess.
The way to end an experience.
All right. Shall I press stop?
Yes, you can stop.